Can you tell much about a team on day one?
Good question. Just talking with some guys that are here helping out. We really like what we've seen. I mean, a lot of good things out there. I thought, the puck possession, the speed, the size on the back end, the things that we really felt were important to address this offseason. It looks like we're heading in a good positive direction. It's all about chemistry. These guys got to start figuring out how to play with one another. The D pairs got to get used to how to handle pressure and stuff. I really like the fact that we put in some things this morning in practice right away, and we've seen guys trying to do those things in practice. So that's a real positive thing. Guys are trying to think the game the way that we're trying to teach it right away. And tomorrow morning's practice, we'll continue to put in things that way and look for them to keep building in the scrimmage. And that's the whole point. By the time, Wheeling comes up on Wednesday, that we got some good structure down and guys are getting confident, get some chemistry going.
Do you put a lot of value in scrimmages just because it's closer to an actual game?
Well, to be honest, it's tough. You got 4 defensemen on both sides. You try to keep it to a certain pace, and I thought the guys did a good job of maintaining the pace that we want to be known for. So, I really liked the way that we competed in both parts of the. We do 2 20-minute periods there running. I thought we competed well. I thought we got better in the second half, and so did everybody else that was evaluating. So that was a real positive. I thought the guys got better after we flooded the second session. So, but we are looking for some more out of some guys. So there's no doubt that there's going to be some tough decisions, and some guys will get a little talk to tomorrow morning, and we're going to continue to try to get better each day.
As physical as things got out there, do you like seeing that on day one?
Oh, it's great. That's what we talked about. That was the one thing about last year's training camp to this year we wanted to address. And it's not about fighting. It's just about being team tough and finishing your checks and making things difficult on your opponent. And that's what we want to be as a team. And, when it comes to getting jobs and working for jobs and competing against the guy that's on the other team, that's what you're going to have to do to stand out in the crowd.
How much of that do you think stems from the roster turnover in the offseason?
I don't know if it necessarily has anything to do with it. I mean, it's a completely new group. These guys all have a clean slate with David and I, and everybody's going to be given an equal amount of opportunity to prove that their worth and to make this team. So it's obviously a special organization, as we know, and there's only going to be so many guys to make this team, and we want the right guys here.
Who jumped out at you?
I know you guys were going to ask me that, but I mean, I really liked a lot of guys. I thought Mickey Lang's speed was what I remember. Let's put it that way. I liked the speed factor. I thought Paul McIlvain's speed really was evident. Mike Vascavuo, he looked really sharp. I liked the conditioning that he was in. Nick Tuzzolino, I really liked the fact he was very vocal. You can definitely tell that Nick is a guy that's been a leader on past teams, and I really like that fact. He's communicating with his team. He's asking questions in practice, which is a very positive sign, being an older guy on the team. So those are some of the things that stood out to me.